How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards back through the mail Sunday. That's right. 4 returns for you today. 4 football returns. Our first one from North Texas, Texas. Hope everyone's enjoying the final weekend of non-football before, of course, the Super Bowl next Sunday. And I'll be doing another Through the Mail Sunday to finish off my football returns. And we've got Ed Too Tall Jones on a 1976 Topps rookie card. Ed Jones, a career Cowboy, including, of course, Super Bowl 12 when they beat the Broncos handily in that Super Bowl. Ed Too Tall Jones was named Too Tall. By the way, he's 6'9". He got that nickname his first day of football practice when his football pants didn't fit because he was, quote-unquote, too tall, according to one of his teammates. So that stuck. In fact, even on his rookie card of 1976, he's got his nickname on there, which is fascinating considering, of course, he was just a rookie. No one knew he was going to be pretty good, but 3-time Pro Bowler. Left football in 1978 to pursue a boxing career. Did pretty good for a couple of years before going back to the Cowboys in 1980. Actually improved upon his previous stint. Much better his second time around in the sport of football. And, of course, did play basketball in college for a couple of years before quitting to focus on football. Ed Too Tall Jones, $10 a card. Awesome first return on this Through the Mail Sunday, number 3. Let's move on, guys, to our second return. Santa Clarita, California for our next return here, and we've got a top loader in here. Top loader and a card, and we've got a thick card, and it's not in the top loader. We're going to have Eric Dickerson here on I think it's a 2013 Panini Century Legends insert out of, let's see here, out of 25, Eric Dickerson, of course, Football Hall of Fame inductee, 1999, which he inscribed on this card, $10. Did not go with his rookie card, as I've been doing with most of these football send-offs. Went with this card because I had it, and it looks awesome, so let's put it back in a top loader. Top loader, a little thick top loader, pretty risky to send through the mail simply because the rollers at the Postal Service do chew up the envelopes, do not like top loaders, especially thick top loaders, but we made it back through the other side with no problem. Of course, like I said, Hall of Famer in 1999, spent 5 years with the Rams, 5 years with Indy, and his final years with the Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Refused to be drafted to the Colts or the Oilers, so the Oilers actually traded with the Rams for the number 2 pick in a 1983 NFL draft. He kind of pulled an Eli Manning. Ended up with the Rams and had a great career. 4 yards shy of 3,000 rushing yards for his career. One of 12 running backs on the NFL 100. Went to SMU. That's a story unto itself. SMU hit with a death penalty for paying players in the 70s, such as Eric Dickerson. Of course, he'll always deny it. But SMU, which is Southern Methodist University, be aware now that spending money in college is now legal. Their alumni have a lot of money. We will see the rise of the Mustangs once again in college football. Beautiful signature, $10 a card from Eric Dickerson. Good deal. Moving on to return number 3. Memphis, Tennessee for return numero trace right there on the envelope, as you see. A few cards in here from the feel of it. No top loaders. Boy, I could count on the number of hands how many top loaders I've sent through the mail. Probably 2 or 3. And that's it. And we've got a few cards in here. 70s editions of John Outlaw. John Outlaw, who started his career in 1969. 10th round pick in the AFL. Played for the Boston Patriots before the merger, of course. NFL becoming the monster league it was in 1970. The Boston Patriots becoming the New England Patriots. Played 10 years total in the NFL as a defensive back. 6 of those with the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, spent 69 and 70 with the Boston Patriots. Of course, Boston becoming New England in 1970. Ended up on the Eagles in 1973 and played with them until 1979. We've got a 1973, 75, 76, and 79 Topps cards representing John Outlaw. Great signer. 80 years young, still signing great. Free for his autograph. And, of course, he's got lots of nice, inexpensive 1970s Topps cards to choose from. Pick your best. There's his new updated address. Nice return from John Outlaw. Let's move on, guys, to our final return of this week's Through the Mail Sunday. Fort Myers, Florida for our final return of the week here. Of course, my last Through the Mail Sunday will be next Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I will open up. I got 4 already to open up. And hopefully I'll get a few more during the week. I did send off a few last week, so hopefully I got some quick turnarounds, and we'll have 5 or 6, maybe even 7 returns for Super Bowl Sunday. And we've got Hall of Famer Sonny Jurgenson. Sonny Jurgenson, 1958 Topps rookie card. Signed and inscribed with Hall of Fame 1983. Of course, it's a 58 Topps football card, but looks very similar to a 1959 Topps baseball card. Of course, I'm not an expert on Topps and their football card design. Is this the really only crossover between football and baseball as far as their designs? I know Topps' first football set was 1950, and of course, they continued all the way to 2016. Let me know in the comments down below if any other crossover, similar designs between football and baseball they had. I think this is it, maybe. John Outlaw, 80 years young. Sonny's got him beat by 10 years. Sonny is 90 years young. Unbelievable. Spent 18 years in the NFL, 11 with Washington, 7 with the Filthies. So our second Philadelphia Eagle represented on this week's Through the Mail Sunday, just a week prior to them, of course, being up against the Chiefs in the upcoming Super Bowl. How about this? In 1960, the Eagles and Sonny won it all. That's right. They beat the nasty Packers 17-13 in that championship game. They played 12 games that year, did the Philadelphia Eagles. Sonny Jurgenson was 24 for 44 passing. That's right, just over 50% passing. He threw 44 passes in all of 1960 on their way to the championship. How many did he throw in 1961? He threw 235 passes the next year. He was 170 for 235, led the league in passing attempts, and of course, hit that number and then some more throughout the years as the passing game became more prevalent in the NFL. He really was on the cusp of, 3 yards in a cloud of dust versus the modern game where there's a lot more throwing. Of course, it's a lot more now than it ever has been, but back in the 60s, it was a newfangled idea to throw the ball. Sonny Jurgenson can do it all, including, of course, broadcasting, which he did for many, many years before retiring in 2019. Nice way to finish off this week's Through the Mail Sunday. I've got one more next week during Super Bowl Sunday. Let's see if I can time it and put it out during a halftime show. I'll do my own halftime show and open up the rest of my NFL returns. I've got 5 so far, maybe 4 so far. I got to count them up, but I sent off maybe 10, 15 football last week. So over the next few weeks, I will, of course, be maybe just adding a few football to my Through the Mail Monday so we can see who we got back. And, of course, anyone that I get back within the next week will be on Through the Mail Sunday, my Super Bowl edition, our 4th and final episode next week, next Sunday. Who you guys pulling for? I know the Chiefs are a little unlikable. The whole Taylor Swift thing, I get it. But the Eagles and their fans are also very unlikable. Not so much the team itself, but, boy, the fans are insufferable. I'm sorry you got a bad reputation if you're an Eagles fan, but it's warranted. I know there's bad apples in all fan bases, but, man, the Eagles have a lot of apples. Bushels of apples. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Through the Mail Monday coming out tomorrow. Do that every single Monday. It's mostly all baseball, always baseball. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's absolutely free. And follow along with Chris Cards and my channel. Thanks for watching, gang. See ya.